Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 SUVs that mechanics secretly drive themselves. Number 12, Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is an SUV that mechanics often choose for themselves because it holds up for the long run without emptying the wallet. Owners report this vehicle regularly reaching well past 200,000 miles with only basic maintenance like oil changes, brakes, and tires. When properly serviced, it is not uncommon for a CX-5 to cross 250,000 miles, a number that puts it in the same league as some of the most trusted long-term SUVs on the market. The cost of keeping a CX-5 in top shape is also lower compared to many rivals. On average, owners spend about $400 to $500 per year on maintenance, which is far below the $1,000 mark that some midsize SUVs demand. Even after major mileage, repair bills stay reasonable. A replacement alternator runs close to $600, and even larger fixes like suspension components tend to stay under $1,000. Buying new in 2025, the CX-5 starts at around $29,000, which makes it one of the most affordable SUVs that can last past a decade with consistent care. The resale values are strong as well, with 5-year-old models still commanding close to 70% of their original sticker price if mileage is under 80,000. Overall, the Mazda CX-5 delivers what many cars promise but few achieve: a lifespan that stretches into the hundreds of thousands of miles without constant expensive repairs. Number 11, Subaru Outback. The Subaru Outback has built its name on lasting longer than most people keep a car. It is common to find Outbacks with 250,000 miles still on the road, and with regular service, many go beyond 300,000 miles. That kind of longevity is a big reason why mechanics, who see the true weak spots in other SUVs every day, often choose this one for themselves. The yearly cost of maintenance sits in the range of $500 to $600, which is lower than many competitors in its class. Common wear items like brake pads and rotors can be replaced for under $600, while larger repairs such as a timing belt service hover around $1,000. Compared to SUVs that demand double that amount, the Outback offers a predictable ownership experience without constant surprises or frustrating breakdowns. In 2025, the Outback starts close to $30,000. While that is a serious purchase, the long-term value is clear. 5-year-old Outbacks often retain around 65 to 70% of their original price if mileage is below 100,000. That resale strength comes from the reputation Subaru has for building vehicles that simply outlast expectations and hold their worth. Overall, the Subaru Outback stands out as an SUV that owners can keep for well over a decade without the fear of rising repair costs. Number 10, Toyota Sequoia. The Toyota Sequoia is one of those full-size SUVs that proves itself by lasting far beyond what most drivers expect. It is not unusual to see these vehicles reach 300,000 miles with only routine service, and some even climb closer to 400,000 when cared for properly. That kind of staying power is exactly why mechanics, who spend their days fixing less reliable models, often put their money into a Sequoia for their own use. Annual maintenance costs average around $600 to $700, which is very reasonable for a vehicle of its size. Common jobs like replacing brake pads and rotors usually run under $700, and even larger repairs such as a water pump replacement often stay below $1,000. Owners benefit from fewer unexpected breakdowns compared to other large SUVs, making the long-term costs much easier to manage. In 2025, the Sequoia starts around $61,000, putting it in the higher bracket for family SUVs. Still, that investment pays back over time. After 5 years, resale values often hold it close to 60% of the original price if mileage stays under 100,000. Buyers pay more upfront, but they gain a vehicle known for running strong for 15 to 20 years, which offsets the initial cost. Overall, the Toyota Sequoia remains a top choice for those who want a vehicle that simply keeps going without draining their wallet every year. Number 9, Lexus RX. The Lexus RX has a reputation for lasting well beyond 200,000 miles, and with proper care, many examples cross the 300,000 mark without showing major issues. That kind of consistency is rare in the midsize luxury SUV class, and it is why mechanics often consider it for their personal use instead of other high-priced models that wear down quickly. While many luxury SUVs rack up expensive repair bills once the warranty ends, the RX keeps ownership costs much lower than expected, which makes it stand out in a crowded field. Yearly maintenance averages around $500 to $600, which is impressive considering the luxury badge it carries and the technology built into it. These numbers are significantly less than what owners of German luxury SUVs pay, which often double or even triple those costs after 100,000 miles. Because of that, the RX continues to earn its reputation as one of the most reliable and sensible long-term luxury SUVs on the market. In 2025, the starting price of a Lexus RX is close to $50,000. Although that is a serious investment, the long-term value makes the purchase easier to justify. After 5 years, RX models often retain about 65% of their original price if kept under 100,000 miles, and that is stronger than most other SUVs in the same bracket. Overall, the Lexus RX shows that a luxury SUV does not have to come with endless repair bills or constant downtime. Number 8. Acura MDX. The Acura MDX is one of those midsize SUVs that has proven itself by lasting well past 200,000 miles, with many examples crossing 250,000 when kept on schedule with maintenance. That durability is a big reason why mechanics, who see firsthand which models give constant trouble, often choose the MDX for their own daily use. It delivers long-term dependability without the financial drain that many luxury-branded SUVs bring once they start aging. Annual maintenance costs usually range between $500 and $700, which is reasonable for a 3-row luxury SUV. Brake service often stays under $700, and even more involved repairs like a timing belt replacement typically come in at about $1,000. Compared to European rivals that can cost 2 to 3 times as much for the same jobs, the MDX makes financial sense for anyone looking to keep a vehicle beyond 10 years. In 2025, the Acura MDX starts close to $51,000. That may seem like a steep entry point, but the long-term return is clear. After 5 years, models often hold around 60% of their original value if kept under 100,000 miles. Overall, the Acura MDX shows how a luxury SUV can deliver both comfort and a lifespan that stretches over a decade without becoming a money pit. Number 7. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander has become one of the most trusted midsize SUVs on the market because it simply lasts longer than most rivals. It is common to see Highlanders reach 250,000 miles, and with proper upkeep, many climb closer to 300,000. Mechanics often pick this SUV for their own families since it delivers years of service without the constant cycle of repairs that can drain time and money. The yearly cost of maintenance usually lands between $400 and $600, which is far lower than what many 3-row SUVs demand. Routine work like brake pad and rotor replacement often comes in under $600, while larger repairs such as a water pump replacement typically stay under $1,000. This predictable range of expenses makes the Highlander one of the most cost-friendly SUVs to keep long-term. In 2025, the Highlander starts around $39,000. While not the cheapest option up front, it proves its worth over time. After 5 years, resale values often hover around 65 to 70% of the original sticker if mileage is under 100,000. That strength in the used market is proof of the SUV's reliability and the high demand it holds even after years of ownership. Overall, the Toyota Highlander balances long-term durability with manageable costs, offering an SUV that can serve well beyond a decade without becoming a financial burden. Number 6. Hyundai Tucson. The Hyundai Tucson has turned into one of the quiet success stories in the compact SUV segment. What surprises most people is just how long these vehicles run with proper care. Many owners report passing 200,000 miles without major breakdowns, and mechanics often point out that the Tucson's newer models from the past decade have become some of the most reliable in Hyundai's lineup. Instead of constant shop visits, these SUVs are known to stay consistent with only the expected wear and tear items. Repair costs remain moderate compared to other compact SUVs. On average, maintenance runs about $400 to $500 a year, which makes it easy to budget for. Parts are widely available and less expensive than luxury competitors. A full set of brakes, for instance, often costs under $600, and even higher mileage repairs like alternators or suspension work usually stay below $1,000. In 2025, the starting price of a Tucson sits near $28,000. That makes it one of the more affordable SUVs to buy new, and its resale values are climbing as confidence in Hyundai's reliability grows. Overall, the Hyundai Tucson has earned its spot as a dependable, long-lasting option that doesn't force owners to overspend on repairs. Number 5. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot has become a favorite among mechanics who value vehicles that age gracefully and keep repair bills in check. One of the main reasons it stands out is its track record of lasting over 250,000 miles when serviced regularly, with plenty of examples stretching toward 300,000. Unlike many three-row SUVs that start showing expensive failures after a decade, the Pilot tends to hold up with only routine service and occasional mid-level repairs. Maintenance costs are another strong point. Owners usually spend between $500 and $650 per year to keep the Pilot running well. Brake jobs average under $700, and larger services like transmission fluid changes or suspension replacements usually fall in the $1,000 range. For an SUV of its size, these numbers are competitive and reflect Honda's focus on engineering reliability. Mechanics who know how often other big SUVs end up in the shop appreciate the Pilot's steady nature. In 2025, the Honda Pilot starts at about $39,000. While not the cheapest, it delivers strong long-term value. Overall, the Honda Pilot offers years of service, holds its value well, and doesn't surprise owners with excessive costs even as the miles pile on. Number 4. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner is one of the few body-on-frame SUVs still around, and that old-school build is part of why it lasts so long. Many 4Runners make it past 300,000 miles with no serious issues, and some well-kept examples even push 400,000. Mechanics often keep one for themselves because it is easy to work on, parts are widely available, and failures are rare compared to what they see in other SUVs of the same age. Average yearly maintenance for the 4Runner comes in around $500 to $600, which is impressive for an SUV built this tough. Simple repairs like brake pads usually cost under $600, while larger jobs such as suspension or exhaust replacements often stay under $1,000. Owners aren't hit with constant surprise bills, and even when bigger work is needed, the costs stay more reasonable than with many other rugged SUVs. Buying new in 2025, the starting price of a 4Runner is about $42,000. While the upfront price isn't small, the long-term math works out in the owner's favor. After 5 years, a 4Runner still holds around 70% of its original value if mileage is under 100,000, making it one of the strongest resale performers in its category. That resale confidence reflects its reputation for dependability over decades. Overall, the Toyota 4Runner is a clear example of why mechanics choose vehicles with proven lifespans and lower repair risks. Number 3. Subaru Forester. The Subaru Forester has built a reputation for being one of the most dependable compact SUVs, with many examples lasting well into the 250,000-mile range. With proper care, it is not unusual to see Foresters cross 300,000 miles, something mechanics notice when comparing it to rivals that begin showing serious issues far earlier. Its balance of size, simplicity, and longevity makes it a practical choice for those who keep vehicles for the long haul. Yearly upkeep is affordable, usually around $400 to $500. Common repairs like brakes stay under $600, and larger services such as head gasket work or suspension replacement often land in the $1,000 to $1,200 range. While that is slightly higher than some compact SUVs, the Forester compensates by needing these bigger jobs far less often than most competitors. Mechanics often call it one of the easiest SUVs to keep on the road year after year. In 2025, the Forester starts at about $28,000, which makes it an accessible entry point for a long-lasting SUV. Resale value remains solid, with 5-year-old models holding about 60 to 65% of their original price if kept under 100,000 miles. Buyers recognize the Forester's ability to stay reliable far beyond the average ownership cycle, which keeps demand high in the used market. Overall, the Subaru Forester is proof that a compact SUV can deliver both affordability and endurance. Number 2. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 has consistently ranked as one of the most reliable compact SUVs, and its track record shows why mechanics often pick one for themselves. It is common to see RAV4s reach 250,000 miles, and with consistent maintenance, many easily push beyond 300,000. What sets it apart is how little trouble it gives even after a decade of use, which is something mechanics value when choosing a personal vehicle. Annual maintenance averages around $400 to $500, keeping ownership costs low compared to many other SUVs in the same category. Brake jobs usually run under $600, and even larger repairs such as alternator or suspension replacements typically stay in the $1,000 range. The RAV4 rarely faces major unexpected breakdowns, so owners avoid the heavy bills that often come with aging SUVs. In 2025, the starting price for a RAV4 is about $29,000. While the initial cost is higher than some compact SUVs, its resale strength more than makes up for it. After 5 years, RAV4 models commonly retain about 65 to 70% of their original price if mileage is under 100,000. That resale confidence reflects the trust buyers have in its durability and the demand it holds in the used market. Overall, the Toyota RAV4 stands out as a compact SUV that combines affordability, long-term strength, and excellent value retention. Number 1. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V has earned its place as one of the longest-lasting compact SUVs, with many examples reaching well over 250,000 miles. When serviced on time, it is not unusual for a CR-V to stretch closer to 300,000, which explains why mechanics often rely on it for their own driving needs. They see firsthand which SUVs return again and again with major failures, and the CR-V is rarely one of them. The cost of upkeep is another reason this model is so trusted. Average yearly maintenance runs about $400 to $550. Routine brake service usually stays under $600, and even bigger repairs such as transmission work or suspension components typically fall between $1,000 and $1,200. Compared to other compact SUVs that can rack up much higher costs after 10 years, the CR-V's numbers remain firmly on the manageable side. In 2025, the CR-V starts at around $31,000, making it slightly pricier than some rivals but well worth it for the long haul. After 5 years, CR-Vs often keep around 65 to 70% of their original value when mileage is under 100,000. That strong resale record reflects both market demand and the confidence buyers have in its dependability. Overall, the Honda CR-V proves itself as a smart investment that delivers reliability across decades, not just years. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.